squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded at the goal line. Dances by him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins now. And he's able to find Diggs. And out across midfield down to the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run. Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
56 is the mark. Been long day for you. 56, Bravo. Check 56.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Wide, get wide. Chef. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Here's the 2nd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
53, Mike. All day, dog. Joker. 14. Back. 19. Gun.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch your slap.
Cousins to throw it. And Diggs has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Mike 56.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it'll bring up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't...
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 0.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Left. Banjo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Darbo. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's got a first down and more past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They run again on first down. Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Reload. Check. 53, come on. Check. 53. Look for signal. Watch the screen.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Go. That's what I do. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he loses the football a 2nd time. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Mike, 53.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. J.D. McKissick. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cassius Marsh just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A big gain on the play, but it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Cousins. And he finds Cook. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's our time. Shift. 12. Check three. Check. Lucky. Rush in.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
That's caught inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Check hot route. Hot. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Front it.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And Allen coughed it up. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
At the 2-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Listen to me. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the shift.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You got him.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Go. Watch the slide. Motion. Good. 53 is the mic. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Move 15. Check 53. Watch twist, watch twist, watch.
There.
Watch twist. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Check 50, check 50. Hey, watch it.
Hey, 0.
On second down, it's Carson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
53. So we got man.
Look.
Mike, 53.
53.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Check. 53's Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Let's go.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike 50. Man up.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You got 3.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This is complete. Cousins to Treadwell. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Cousins now. And Diggs has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Good route here. Hey, foxtrot.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 53. On the ball. Out. Safe.
19. Good tight.
Now a give, right side. Carson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
At the 36-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Good job right there.
It's me and you. It's just me. It's me and you. Mike, 53.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
4 down.
Hey. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
One left. Took right.
Mike,
Let's go.
53. Mike.
Wilson going to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Let's go, D.
Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Fair.
And the blitz does come. He's got Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first, they go right back to Howard. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. 3rd down here.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
12.
Now Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Quick, 280.
53, Mike. Man, I got you. Shoot.
Run left. Gun. Smart that.
Small. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. And I'm coming after you.
Throwing now is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Wilson to throw. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's put him on the buses.
Again, it's Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Minnesota, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,